Over these past 6 months, I've interviewed hundreds of complete strangers about completely random topics. But one day, I stopped. Anxiety. The reason I've based my channel around doing interviews is to overcome my social anxiety. And it worked, it was very effective. Even though I mask my anxiety pretty well, it definitely shows at times. The moment I took a break from doing these videos, the anxiety came back. So after a month, I'm back. In today's video, I asked complete strangers what gives them anxiety. Alright, what's your name?
Celine.
Celine, what are 3 things that give you anxiety and why?
Future.
But that's the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plans that maybe I can't afford. And I will say that as a student that is abroad, studying abroad, missing my family.
That last one, why does that give you anxiety, missing your family?
I think that sometimes I'm missing some important moments
Right.
that I should spend with them.
It's like FOMO.
Yeah, I don't know, being there for my sister that she's growing. I don't know, maybe the last years of my grandparents. So it's like that dilemma.
How do those things like impact your life? Like say with that third one, day to day throughout like your life, how does that impact you?
I would say that mentally, it's all the time thinking about that kind of stuff.
Alright man, what's your name?
Tyson. Probably school mostly, home and going to the gym.
Why do those things individually give you anxiety?
Home is more everybody's crammed into a certain space. I like to be out a lot more. School, assessment tasks, I'm in year 11. Everything's getting big now because I do martial arts. Training is quite hectic.
How do you cope with those things?
Music, just myself.
What kind of music?
Rap.
Oh, who's your favorite rapper?
Probably Tupac, Eminem, 50.
Yeah. Favorite Eminem song?
There's too many.
Why does training give you anxiety?
Because I was preparing for a fight
Yes.
a little bit ago. So it was hard training every day, 6 hours a day at the gym.
When you compete, right, do you get a lot of anxiety surrounding that like fight day?
Not really, it's more the training beforehand, knowing I'm getting ready, I have to be ready.
Is it like the anticipation almost? It's like the build up, you're thinking about it, but then come fight day, it's like almost all gone because you know it's about to happen.
Yeah, it's like once you get there, you're like, okay, this is it.
What's your name?
My name's Daniel. Maybe being around heaps of people, close spaces. Yeah, I don't know. That's all probably.
So you must fucking hate trains then, eh? I feel like that's a mix of both of those, right?
Yeah, trains, I don't really like them, but, get on with it.
Why does being around heaps of people give you anxiety?
Sometimes just, like being more by myself or with people I'm closer with makes me more comfortable.
I don't know, just a common thing with that type of anxiety is like people are worried about like what people are thinking of them in that moment. Is that something that you have?
Yeah, I guess it's just other people's opinions and stuff. You're always worrying about that, I guess.
How does that impact your day-to-day? Like, does it hold you back from being more social and going out into social situations and shit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like going out, maybe like meeting new people, it's harder, but
Alright, what's your name?
I'm Jess.
Jess and...
Amy. Probably this. Maybe like speeches.
Yeah.
Maybe not accomplishing things I want to.
Wow.
That's so deep. Meeting new people, assignments,
Yeah.
like stress like that. I have no idea.
You ever think about that third one? Your first two, right? They're very similar to what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Why do those things give you anxiety?
Because I don't know what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen and like, I don't know what's going to come next.
What about the speeches? Is it like the fear of like performing in front of people? Like right now?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
well, people walking past and like, say like at uni, if I have like a uni speech, I don't know if I'm going to stuff up or like what
Yes.
other people are thinking, I
It's
guess.
like fear of judgment, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
How does that impact your life?
Well, it depends. Like, if I'm around my friends, I don't really care what's happening, but like maybe in public, like, I don't know, sometimes I care what people think, but like other times, like, okay, whatever, like, it doesn't really matter.
That's normal, right? To care about people's opinions of you.
Yeah.
Probably the same thing. I just think about a lot about what other people think of me.
Yeah.
And then I just get scared.
Why do you think we care so much about what other people think of us?
I don't know, because I don't really I don't think about other people. So I don't know what other people think about me.
Wow.
I don't know. It's just weird.
Interesting, but it's like when you don't know what someone's thinking about you,
Yeah.
then it like makes you care more, right?
Yeah. You just assume the worst, I guess.
My name's Lucia.
And you?
Olivia. Probably things like this, like being put on the spot, meeting like new people maybe, and like doing things that I'm like not like used to, like stepping out of like my comfort zone kind of stuff.
Things
Like
that you might not be good at, right?
yeah.
And you?
Taking an exam or like a test. This stuff isn't too bad, I think, for me.
Interesting. You seem rather confident, like almost presenting.
I kind of grew up like that, so I guess.
In what way?
Like I was a dancer, so I'm used to being put on the spot, put on the stage,
Interesting.
everything like that.
yeah.
So I guess kind of like maybe going on before like I play soccer because we all play soccer together. So
Okay, yeah.
get a little bit anxious doing that sometimes.
Why do those things like give you anxiety?
Because I'm not used to it.
I know a lot of people have like a fear of being bad at something because
yeah, I definitely
Really? Why?
If I'm bad, I'm like, oh, you're gonna fail at it, like, and I'm a bit scared of failure. Like,
Oh, there you go. I guess the next question I was going to ask was how does that impact your daily life? But it sounds like it stops you from doing things that you could be bad at.
sometimes it does, but I'm lucky I have like people around me and like my parents push me to do stuff,
Nice.
even if it makes me uncomfortable.
I guess like for a test, exactly the same thing. Like fear of failure. Like you don't want to fail, especially if you put like so much effort into it. Like you don't want to fail. And
It's almost even the way you were raised, if you were raised to like prioritize like studies and
Yeah.
things like that.
well, I guess I can kind of consider myself like kind of like a type A personality. So I want to make sure that I
Yes.
exceed in everything that I do, and I guess trying something new obviously would make me anxious. So I just like sticking to what I'm good at and what I know.
What's your name, man?
Done. Very, very busy places, lots of people going on,
Yes.
lots of things happening. Like, if I've got a deadline for something, I'd say, I think about it the whole week and then I know it's going to happen. Oh, I'm travelling right now, that's pretty scary sometimes, so, yeah.
Why do those things give you anxiety?
I don't really know, to be fair. I feel like you don't really get time to, just be quiet and
Yeah.
there's just too much going on.
Right. And what about the travelling, man? Obviously, you're from the UK. You're here with friends?
No, just on my own. So I guess that's the one aspect of it. I've got my parents back at home, but I can't, chill with them,
What are ways that you deal with that anxiety when it sort of creeps up?
think about something else, just kind of like...
Pornhub.
I wasn't going to say that, but, maybe.
How do those specific anxieties affect and impact your life?
I don't really think they do that much. I'm quite good at getting over stuff quite well.
Stand a bit closer if you can. Not that close. No, I'm joking. Oh, cool. What's your name, bro?
Yash.
Yash and
Yash.
Yash times 2. What are 3 things that give you guys anxiety?
Women.
Women?
Yep.
Yeah.
Life.
Yep.
The future.
Just everything.
Probably making money for now, buying a house, like trying to look into move out.
Why do those things give you anxiety, man? Starting off with the women.
It's an important aspect of life, I guess.
What specifically about women gives you anxiety? Is it like approaching them, talking to them?
Just having a general conversation sometimes gets scary.
Why is it harder to have a conversation with a woman compared to a guy?
They might think you're creepy.
Wow, okay. Do you think you're creepy?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, that's interesting because I think people go into the conversation with women like with an intention or like a desired outcome, so that makes it like nerve-wracking majority of the time. What about you, man?
About what, women?
Just no, your money one.
Because that's pretty much like what we need moving forward, well, what I need moving forward.
Yeah.
Live a comfortable life, or with something like a life that I desire.
I was actually talking to someone about it the other day, and people have 2 motivators when it comes to money. It's either, they're motivated by, getting an abundance of money, or they're motivated by not losing money. Do you say yours is like a fear of losing money?
I think that's it, yeah.
Where do you think that comes from?
I guess from my parents, both my parents being immigrant parents, coming from overseas,
Yeah.
seeing my dad like pretty much work from nothing,
Wow.
and moving forward to where he is now. It's a good role model for me, but also, kind of gives me motivation to, do the same. He put me in a good situation, coming here and giving me like, a really good life.
Yeah.
Just out of respect,
Yeah.
trying to do the best that I can moving forward as well.
So it's like trying to make him proud, but also seeing what he went through and you not wanting to also go through that.
Exactly, yeah, that's it.
What about you, man? When it comes to life, why does life stress you out?
Life is unpredictable. You never know where you could end up.
Yeah. What's your biggest fear?
If one day I don't have a place to call home.
Like homeless, are you saying?
Yeah.
What are your names?
Amanda.
Angelica.
Money. Job, maybe. I think train station.
What about you?
Yeah, I think me too, because we work together, so money, obvious.
Is this because you're traveling and you're in a different country that like, it's like anxiety of making money so that you can stay here?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, right.
Because we need money for living here, so we don't have options like, I don't want to work this week, or I want to be at home, or I'm sick, I need to work anyway,
What do you like about Australia compared to Brazil?
The weather is similar to Brazil. I like the lifestyle here. The beach is close from my home.
The same things, and I think the security here is so much better than in Brazil.
What type of things are like not safe in Brazil that are safe here?
Walk in the streets.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't walk in the street?
No, we can, but...
Crime rate as well, right?
Yes.